Hey guys, this is Trader UC from mommytrading.com. This is Sunday, April 12th. So let's quickly review some of the charts on a weekly and daily levels. So let's start with Amazon. On the left side I have a weekly view, and on the right side I have a daily chart. So just a quick weekly view. Multiple bullish bars and inverted hammer followed by another bullish trend bar in a weekly, but on a lower volume. We are above the 50-week moving average, so that is good. And let's look at the daily chart. So this was one of the levels that we were watching on the upside. Clearly the stock closed above it. The volume on a daily basis is all right. It's kind of normal because this volume is definitely not normal. These are high volume bars because of all the panic that was driven back in mid-March when the whole virus news started coming out. So if you look at this is giving sort of a inverted head and shoulder view. This is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and the neckline where the line is right now. Above that, we have a gap fill area, and definitely the first target on the upside move can be the gap fill about 2088 region. That's the good price to target on any continuation towards the upside. Talking about the way down, this was the good resistance level on the way up. Multiple touch points there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you just want to ignore the wick here. But yeah, on any move down, these few levels can be the first touch points to look for the downsides. This is 1998, but 2000 is a round number that price likes to get attracted towards always in the pullbacks, so look for that as well. Okay, and then we can always time the trades by going or digging into a lower time frame. Okay, let's look at the next one, Apple. Let's clear these drawing sets. So a nice move above the 50 weekly moving average, bullish trend bar, closed decent. And if you dig into the daily time frame, we are above the 200-day moving average, and we couldn't close last week above the 50 EMA, which is this yellow line. So we touched that on Tuesday. Started the date on Tuesday on the 50-day EMA, and then just moved all the way down. Inside bar, a little up move on Thursday, but we couldn't move above the 50-week EMA. So definitely that is one of the levels to watch on any move to the upside. And above last week's high, I would say we are looking around this level. We have multiple touch points there again, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good, just slightly below 280 can be a good first target on any move above the 50-day moving average EMA right here. Okay, yeah, so that's Apple. Let's look at Microsoft. Weekly chart, nice, somewhat V-shaped recovery here. I would have really liked to trade this one above 157 area, and the reason I talk about 157 is because you can see that it kind of broke this downward trend line, you can say, in a weekly time frame, right? It looks really nice on a daily time frame if you look. And plus this kind of a 3-bar pattern where you have this move down, inverted bar, move back up, nice bullish bar, go along above that. So looking at a daily time frame, we are above 200, we are above 50 day EMA as well, and then we started consolidating on the sideways with these inside bars after the Tuesday dump that we saw. So definitely a clear area of high resistance is this one right here. Anything above 171.20, 171.30 area is a good area to go along against, where you want to target 175, which is like the top, and you have multiple touch points here as well. So yeah, so that looks to be a good move to the upside, and if you want to target that, any move down, this was the 163 was the support. Anything below that, and you can target the 50-week moving 50-day EMA, which kind of coincides with this support zone as well. Right here you can see multiple touch points there too. Okay, so that is Microsoft. Let's look at NVIDIA weekly view. Top wicks more, and then just kind of not really a topping pattern, but not really convinced that this is really extremely bullish as too. So I would be cautious on the long side for this one. It did break the downward trend line. You can see it right here. If I draw that right here like this, somewhat. So I just kind of broke that on the upside. Really not clean looking, but you get the idea. And then we sort of went sideways to up about 20-30 points, from all the way to 240 to 270, 5ish to 80 area as well. This is definitely area of resistance right here. Let's choose that, and so yeah, this is the area of resistance. Any move to the upside, we're looking at this one right here, and any move to the downside, 50-day EMA becomes the first target towards the downside if this support gets broken around 260 to 59. Okay, so look for that. Talk about SPY. Okay, all the way moved down, closed above the 200 weekly moving average. That's nice. Okay, let's look at the daily chart, which should give us a little bit better insight into what's happening. Okay, so we did move up in this past 2 to 3 weeks. However, now we are right touching the 50-day EMA right there. So, and on top of that is the 200, which is around 297 right now. So this was the resistance. We broke above that, closed above it, saw a little bit of follow-through move, and any move towards the upside above the 50-day EMA, I would say 288.50 is the first target on the upside, and then definitely we are going to start hitting some good resistance over there, because the 200 EMA 200 EMA would have slightly come down by that time if we move towards the upside. And you can see, if I draw a trend line from this to right here, and if I extend that to the right, we can definitely see some consolidation back towards the trend line if we were to move back up. So just this becomes the support 264.70, 264.80 area. On any move towards the downside, we have two support candles, two price levels that got supported on 2 different days here. So that's a good one. It was the resistance on the way up, so that is an important level to see, right? You would want at least a pause there if you're playing it towards the downside, to look for a pause there before the continuation towards the downside, towards this trend line 260. If that gets broken, 260, definitely the next area of support would be the low of these bars, or this hammer looking bar. So yeah, so about 245, 250 area becomes the next support area. Okay, and there is another chart I like, which is DocuSign. Weekly chart looks very nice. Good volume and nice weekly close above the all. So this is the highest weekly close actually in recent time. So that is very nice. So we're right below 90. We have almost gone all the way to 99, 98 area, but we did close. We did never closed around that time, around that price range. So, but this one is the highest close. So if you look at the daily bar, sort of closed above this this consolidation zone, this congestion zone here. Nice move towards the upside, nice volume, consolidation with bottom wicks right at the support area. Move above 92, 91.60 as a good long trigger in my opinion, and can see you know, the test of this recent 98 area highs on any move to the upside. Let's review one more. Shop. Okay, really okay. Let's clean all that up. Downward trend line, you can say, from all the way here to here, right? Much more visible in the daily time frame, and now we're hitting the resistance zone right here, 440 area, where we have multiple touch points, and now we saw one more last week where it kind of returned down from, and then I did not close above the 50-day EMA, so it closed below it. The only thing I would have liked is a little bit more volume on this downside move. Let's see what happens. I know Annie is holding a short in this position, so she would want to manage that, you know, as per the market when it opens tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to read the comments or reach out to Annie or myself at the emails or the you know, you can always leave a message on the website as well. Okay, thank you guys, and have a good rest of your evening.